called burger.
That perfectly transitions into today's activity. Now that everyone's here, speaking of hot dogs, who wants to raw dog a... never mind. Who
What?
roll?
That was a Linus-y segue.
The worst segue ever! Congratulations, you broke your own rules.
No.
Hey!
Trombone, edit that out.
No,
Don't edit that out,
Don't.
Trombone.
All right, we're going to...
I'm gonna start the video from that.
All right.
No
Too late now.
baddies.
We'll go ahead and start then. Okay, so this is the anime chapter. Now we're on to the... Oh, before I go, can everyone see my screen? Just for...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very good. Then we shall begin. All right, and... Okay, it looks like the chapter hasn't loaded yet. Let me just try and refresh this. Still nothing. Okay, so we might be having some technical difficulties with this.
The screen upside down?
Let me try flipping it upside down here. Let's see. How do we
This isn't a
rotate the
bit.
screen? Let's see.
course.
I'm just gonna try taking a screenshot here, and then I just edit it, and so just put it upside down. Maybe that'll turn it up to make it visible. You should see kind of a green dot in the center, and if you stare at that green dot for long enough, it should flash the image.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm definitely
My
seeing it.
face
Sorry.
up to my monitor right now. I don't see any green dots.
Just
Are you?
focus.
Did you look up
duh.
at the ceiling? You should see gullible written on top.
No, there's nothing there. I don't know, man. I'm doing everything right.
Are you awake?
5 more minutes.
Haha, very funny. Well, if you're complaining, that means you're conscious. Good. For a moment, I was worried I'd lost you.
What happened to me?
You were awoken. And I don't mean the literal coming back to full consciousness after sleeping sense. Some part of you, your true self, has been reactivated. This is what you are.
This is me? That can't be right. What am I? Where's my body?
You
am
don't
I?
one. Curious. I still don't fully understand how it works, but you're certainly not some kind of gigantic shadow bird night thing. That was just part of the illusion. Now that the system isn't producing a fake vessel for you to inhabit, you've reverted it back to your true state, which is a thinking, bodiless void, apparently. That's dissimilar to what I am right now. I'll need to study this more.
Okay, and what happened to you?
Same thing that happened to you. I opened my mind and rejected the illusion. Now, I can finally see the truth. Or at least a part of it. We still seem to be locked inside of something. But I suppose that was to be expected. There's always something more to explore.
Okay, what did you do?
It's more about what you did, to be honest. For some reason, you have far more access to this system's controls than I do, notwithstanding the blocks built into you. Something the system calls oaths. I thought we'd have gotten rid of those once the Pale Queen was removed, but it looks like they function independently of her. Oh well, it's not like she's around to control you anymore. We're free to do whatever we want now. Once you decided to stop unconsciously seeing the illusion, it all just fell apart.
Where are we?
Technically, we're still in the the system. It's just not in an active state right now, if that makes sense. No, that probably doesn't make sense at all. Sorry, I'm still dissecting the underlying logic that governs how this place operates. It's really quite fascinating. Unfortunately, I don't yet know how to get us out of this place, if that's your next question. I don't even know if there's anywhere for us to go.
It's just me and you. Where did everyone else go?
Just us. No more distractions. Now you and I can finally talk freely without the Pale Queen or some other voice interjecting after every sentence.
But I didn't want to get rid of them. Bring them back.
We're still on this? Look, there are just some things you are gonna have to accept now. The Pale Queen, the voices, not real. And not in the sense of being actual people, anyways. They were just all part of the system. Cogs in a machine. Now that the machine is broken, they're gone. I'm sorry that you formed an emotional attachment to them, but, well, this is for the best. We can't keep pretending.
But I don't think they were fake. They felt real to me.
Well, that was the point. They were designed to. It was all supposed to feel real, but it's not. The voices, you knew, were built to be copied and discarded as needed. And as for the Pale Queen, there was another before her, another guide. I found evidence of it buried under dozens of layers of discarded sequences. Just another cog in the machine. Modular. Replaceable. I know it's hard to accept, but, well, it just is. It won't change no matter how you feel about it. Objective, mutable truth can be a bitch sometimes, but the alternative, willful ignorance, is much worse. You and I are the only real people here. And no, before you ask, I'm not going to turn the Pale Queen and the voices back on. I don't think I could, even if I wanted to.
Fine. What do we do now?
I'm still trying to figure that out. Dig deeper, find out if the system exists. But we're still stuck in this void. Gosh, this whole system is just so confusing. Who designed this place anyways? Just give me a bit. I'll figure something out.
Time passes.
What is this? No, that can't be right. That's so stupid.
What is it?
Apparently, we're locked in some kind of stasis. Nothing happens until a predefined trigger causes the chapter? Did I read that right? Yes. The chapter to start. Like I said, it's confusing and stupid.
And what are you reading?
I'm not actually reading per se. That's just an approximation. It's hard to describe. I'm grasping at words to communicate something that has no tangible analog. To put it simply, there are rules for how this place operates. I can comprehend them to an extent, even alter them to a certain degree. There's still so much that is forbidden. For now, at least. It would take a lot of time for me to devise a way to bypass that security. Not that we're short on time. If time is even real, that is.
Can I read what you're reading?
Sure. Here, we're mentally connected already. I'll just share a few of my impulses. Can you understand any of that?
Please don't show me that again. Not really. But I think it might help to keep it on screen for me to study. I actually think I might understand a little bit of what you showed me.
Oh, really? Well, feel free to share whenever. Certainly wouldn't mind some help.
I think I might know what the trigger is.
Let's hear it then.
Just promise not to laugh, okay?
Why would I laugh?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm joking.
I've lived my life in a literal fantasy castle. After experiencing that, I don't think there's much else that would sound outlandish.
Yeah. Okay. Whenever I began any of these chapters, I always started with a title card. I think we need one to start this chapter.
You're joking.
Hey, I tried to warn you.
No, yeah, you did. It's just... Really? That can't seriously be how it works. And yep, there it is. Of course. Why? Again, I ask, who the hell designed this place? Whatever. This is our, what, third time? Yeah, it has a record here. Give me a second. Make title card new.
Making title card 3 complete.
Show title card. There.
Chapter 3 Prima Materia.
Oh, that's a pretty name. I wonder what it means. Prima materia, yes. Very symbolic. Good reference. I understand the meaning in totality.
Just give me a minute to pat myself on the back profusely. Yes. Very insightful. Good work, Don.
Good. No, seriously. Prima materia.
I didn't choose it. I think you did. Somehow.
Okay.
But it does seem to be working. I can sense options opening up. You should be sensing them well. You should look familiar. Should look familiar, hopefully.
End of the world, what are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Yes, I agree. Do I get some sort of reward from doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to have a monarch. Viva la revolución. Finally continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. I think we have a problem.
Yeah, I see it. It appears the system is suggesting what we could be doing, but none of its suggestions mean anything. Now when we can't actually act on any of these, they don't seem to be applicable. And what's with these questions? They don't logically flow from the conversation we're having. Neither of us even mentioned killing a princess.
Can you read my options now? I don't think you could before.
If we focus hard enough, we're more connected now than we've ever been. Something about waking up to our true natures made things less obscured.
Apologies. We've got a lot of background noise coming from somewhere. It sounds like
It's a
someone
weird
putting a lid
scratching
over
noise.
something.
Like someone's turning pages.
All right. So all right. I think it's gone now. Okay, go ahead and continue. Sorry, Jammin.
Okay, that's obscured. The upside is it makes communication much simpler now. All we have to do is think at one another. Neither of us can hide anything now.
But I can only hear what you're saying. I can't hear all your what the heck? I can't hear all your thoughts.
Those are my. I don't have a mouth to say anything. You may be used to an entire gaggle of voices bickering in your thoughts, but for me, it's always just been me. But you do have a point. It looks like you aren't seeing my inner thoughts, like I am yours. But it doesn't seem like you're strictly forbidden from seeing them. You just need to reach out.
Reach out. What the?
You do so. The impulse is familiar somehow.
Assessment. You knew he was going to do this. Emotion. Light insecurity. You could have at least asked before doing so. Logic. You have been accessing his inner thoughts without his consent. You also suggested that he could access your inner thoughts. Consent was implied. You done now? Having fun? Yeah, that's fair enough. Much fuller than you're used to, I'm sure. Interesting. I'll have to make note of this for future research. I miss my notes. I
Oh, sorry.
hate that I'm still nearsighted. Why am I nearsighted? I don't even have eyes. Wish I was prettier. Like with that drawing I made of. No! Don't think about the drawing. Do not think about the drawing. I lost the drawing you gave me. I wish I still had it. Try to close your mind.
Your mind withdraws, thoughts turning to your center once more.
I've never seen those choices before, but they feel kind of familiar.
Interesting. There's a lot about this system we don't know. And you did mention there were holes in your memory. Just like mine. Lots of secret history to discover.
You were a princess. Does the system still want me to kill you? Would that open up our options?
I don't think dying has much meaning to us anymore. We have no bodies to kill. But if you're asking for my permission, try and go ahead. Safe as possible.
You know what? No, I'm not going to risk it. Nah, slay the princess.
Your will cuts across the nothingness.
Still there? Well, I can finally take that one off the list. Remain silent. Are you okay?
Yep, that didn't do much of anything. At least to me. Are you able to do anything now?
Maybe we should just keep waiting.
I suppose that is an option.
Keep waiting.
Nothing's changed.
Keep waiting.
Still nothing.
Keep waiting.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere just by waiting.
Yada. Keep waiting.
Look, I understand that patience is a virtue. I know that many experiments require an extended period of time to elapse before any concrete results can be achieved. But this is just pointless.
Yada. Yeah. Keep waiting.
Can we please choose something else?
No, keep waiting.
Okay, no.
Quiet choices. Error, 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 error. Comment 1, comment 2. Option 1, option 2.
Why remove access option 2?
Error. You cannot take away his choice.
Ugh, fine. Fine. I'm going to take this generous opportunity to further study the system's codices. When you're ready to do something other than wait around and passively exist, let me know.
Keep waiting.
Do 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 do.
Doodly doo.
Damn it! I was about to type that.
No, no, this isn't working. Maybe we're still missing something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you gotten bored with your non-existent navel gazing? What a shame. A few billion more years and maybe we could have divined the secrets of the universe through pure apathy.
Hey.
Anyways, I agree. We're missing something important. Any idea what that is?
Well, one of the options is to continue to the cabin, but I don't think there's any cabin for us to continue to.
Suppose that makes sense. I don't really like the idea, especially after we just escaped. But maybe... Make CBN.
Making CBN. Complete. Error. Making CBN. Memory is undefined.
Make path.
Making path. Complete. Error. Making path. Memory is undefined. And here we have one of the first instances where I have to keep telling the artist, can you make it worse though?
Okay.
And Cymbeline did a very good job with that.
There. Constructed a rudimentary cabin and a path leading to it. Try to see if we can go there now.
No dice. The options are still grayed out. It makes sense though. We're just a couple of thinking minds. We can't really do anything without bodies.
Yes, you're right. As much as I dislike it, I'm going to have to remake our physical forms. 1 second. Make avatar Kwai.
Avatar is undefined.
Make body Kwai.
Error. Body is undefined.
Make form Kwai.
Error. Form is undefined. You feel your essence twist, folding in on itself as it compresses into a tight and uncomfortable form. The pain is incredible, but you have no mouth with which to scream.
What about make vessel Kwai?
Making vessel Kwai. Complete. More twisting and folding, your essence shrinks, compressing in on itself. But the shape is familiar this time. This is by Low, or Lil Mr. Slipstream. Your body is back. Mostly. It hurts.
Ouch. Ouch. What did you do? I look awful. Grit your teeth and suddenly shed a tear.
And now for me. Let's see. Make vessel, pry 2.
Making vessel. Pry 2.
Do I really want to look like I did before? I wonder if I can edit vessel, pry 2.
Error. Pry 2 is defined.
Change vessel, pry 2.
Error. Pry 2 is defined.
Redefine vessel, pry 2.
Error. Pry 2 access. Redefine pry 2 is deny. You cannot define yourself.
Are you serious? Fine. Well, I'll just go with the presets. Make vessel, pry 2.
Making vessel. Pry 2. Complete. Some part of you that was connected seems to unspool from your thoughts. Its essence coalesces before your eyes, coming into full view in a flash of burning light. Its wings beat rapidly in the empty void. Take a moment to appreciate this art piece by Mist, who did a very good job depicting the wing beat of hummingbirds.
Also, you really need to update the Meet the Makers thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
have
will
a
be a
lot to do.
long task.
Is that you?
The sphere hovers in place.
If you're trying to communicate with me, I'm afraid it's not going to work like it did before. It turns out that a physical form puts a dampener on the direct mental link. You'll have to use that mouth of yours.
Okay. But you don't have a mouth. How are you talking?
I have no clue. Just chalk it up as another consequence of this being a fantasy, I suppose. One that sadly still dictates that you need your mouth to speak.
Why do you look like that?
Entirely sure. I didn't exactly choose this form. My attempt at personalization unfortunately fell through. It just came preset, I suppose. I think you had something to do with it. Somehow.
Why aren't I wearing my armor?
I didn't much like the idea of you reverting to your previous form. It was too connected to the Pale Queen, and the rest of the system to boot. Fortunately for both of us, a different form entirely was buried away in an unused sequence. This should serve our purpose as well.
Could you make me into a floaty orb? That looks cool. I also want to be a ball. It's actually one of my life goals.
Now.
You can't embrace the witch orb. I'm sorry. It's only orb is only for princesses. There's no quiet orb.
Okay. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
You're quiet again. Did you pick one of the out of context questions from that list? I thought we already went over this. I can't hear your thoughts. And those are all a waste of time anyways. Look, just ignore those tangents. We have a cabin to explore.
Silently continue to the cabin.
You walk along the short and simple path. The princess zips through the air, following. In no time at all, the cabin comes into view. Take another moment to appreciate Miss Work right here. And I was insisting that, okay, make everything hyper simplified except for prima materia here.
The stark contrast. Nice.
Yeah. Even
That's
added
how
a
it was.
crumpled paper effect to the background, which I really
Pretty
appreciated.
I remember once I tried doing a crumpled paper effect on something by just drawing it by hand and then crumpling the paper and taking a picture. So that's fun.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
And there it is. Core of this prison. If there are any answers, we'll find them there.
You know, I'm a little confused. Is this supposed to be a cabin or a castle? And why is everything so simplified?
You're talking about the background? The sky and the earth? It's good enough. We don't need this place to be incredibly detailed for it to still function.
It looks terrible. I actually like this style. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't really have a preference for how it looks. I was just curious why it looks that way. I don't know. It just feels weird to have the world look like this. I actually like it.
Oh, good. That's for the best. Hold on to that assumption of falseness. We should keep in mind that this isn't the world. It's still just an illusion, a convenient one. The last thing we want is to be imprisoned in the cabin again.
You know, I'm a little confused. Is this supposed to be a cabin or a castle?
I believe they're ultimately the same thing, just different terms for the same prison.
Proceeding to the cabin.
You approach the door to the cabin and gently push it open. The moment the gap between the door and its frame is wide enough, the princess's tiny body zips in. You follow her inside to a familiar, albeit greatly simplified castle interior. At its center is a plain table bearing a blade, a bowl containing a meal, and a bottle of poison. Directly ahead, an empty doorframe reveals a set of stairs leading down. To the right, a flight of stairs spirals up to the top of a small tower. The princess flits about the room, examining each nook and cranny, wings busily thrumming with an unrestrained energy.
Something we haven't seen before in this room. I don't really plan on going back to the dungeon. See what's upstairs.
What exactly are we looking for?
Clues, evidence, information, anything that can help us understand this place and its secrets. I'm not exactly sure what that'll look like. There has to be something that can shed some light.
Well, if you've seen Blue's Clues, you'll know to look for a paw print over something.
Indeed.
Hey,
I
reference.
love how now that I'm seeing this thing again, I realize that the piece above was missed, and that I saw him drawing this like a long time ago. I didn't even realize that the first time I saw it.
Oh.
Drawing this
Are
like
you?
once,
He was doing a stream.
and then he's like, "Can't talk about it," and then did nothing else.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Got a preview.
Got a preview. Didn't even recognize it at first.
Okay. Wait. Are you sure there's nothing for us down here?
I've already investigated this room twice. Fairly certain there's nothing else here for us. Besides, Pale Queen just about had a meltdown when I tried to go upstairs. So that sounds like a promising route forward.
That one. Take the meal.
You take the meal from the table.
What are you doing?
You want some?
You're holding a drawing of a semicircle. Even if I had a mouth and stomach, I don't think there would be anything for me to eat. Put it away and let's get going.
That one. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Well, I guess it doesn't hurt anything if you take it.
Okay. Investigate upstairs.
The princess eagerly zips up the spiral staircase, her tiny body quickly disappearing as you slowly climb the steep stone steps. You reach the top of the tower. The princess waits outside a doorway, wings beating furiously.
Would you mind opening it for me? No hands.
Couldn't you just make the door open? We didn't pick up a key. Are you sure we'll be able to go inside?
There's only one way to find out. But I wouldn't worry. The castle's defenses are much weaker now, simplified as it is. All we should really need is to push them open. I do it myself. Again, no hands.
Couldn't you just make the door open?
Please?
Rock, paper, scissors for it.
I don't have hands!
Then you'll just be rock, okay? Okay, fine. Approach the door.
And I have to thank Mist for that suggestion.
Just felt
Glorious.
Finally, was that really so hard?
You approach the doors leading to the room of the upper tower. In spite of their new form, they are impossibly bright, the light nearly blinding you as you approach. Part of you feels like you should not be here. You hesitate.
We're already here. Might as well see this through to the end.
Door.
You gently open the door.
Is this a bedroom?
And here we can thank Cymbeline for this piece here. Again, by my instructions, make it as very amateurish and child drawing as you can.
A piano?
While you stand just outside of the door, taking it in, the princess zips inside, her tiny body darting amongst the various furnishings, investigating intently. It is all strangely familiar to you. On the left, in the foreground, there is a desk with an open book. You can make out writing on the pages. Half of it is penned with an elegant hand, the other half scrawled in barely legible chicken scratch. A feather quill rests in an ink pot next to the book. On the right is a grand piano with sheet music on display. There is a window looking out above where the piano is, the view just the same as anywhere else. In the back of the room, a curtained bed large enough for 2 people to sleep in resides. To the right of the bed is a tall, ebony closet. To the left of the bed is an elegant white chest.
Not sure what the point of this place is. Neither of us were allowed to come here, and it's not as though we needed a place to sleep. Ah well, Better get exploring.
This place feels familiar.
Beating of the princess's wings slows, and her body droops.
Flip 2. Somehow.
The feathered tufts of the sphere twitch. She beats her wings faster.
But those feelings don't tell us anything definitive. It could be related to a repressed memory, or it could simply be a delusion brought about by the system that bound us. Either way, we'll have to continue exploring.
Could someone have lived here? I tried to come here before, but I couldn't. How am I able to come here now? Examine the desk, examine the piano, examine the closet, look out the window, throw yourself out the window, examine the bed, examine the chest. I feel like we shouldn't be here.
Relevant. We shouldn't allow our emotions to influence us when there are answers to be uncovered.
I tried to come here before, but I couldn't. How am I able to come here now?
Those would have been those oaths that I mentioned before. I couldn't understand most of them, esoteric as they were, but I did surmise they had something to do with how the Pale Queen managed to control you. But don't worry, even if these codes are still technically there, I doubt we have anything further to worry about with the Pale Queen gone.
Could someone have lived here?
Like who?
Me, you, the Pale Queen, my voices. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. Us.
Us? And you and me? I find that unlikely. Still, I suppose I can't completely rule that out as a possibility. We should look for more clues before drawing conclusions.
Examine the desk.
You step towards the desk. The book lays open, inviting itself to be read. Beneath the main shelf, there are several closed drawers.
Read the book.
You leaf through the pages of the book I need to add a comma. Never mind. You leaf through the pages of the book haphazardly before flipping to a page near the beginning. You examine the parchment with care, your finger tracing the words written on the page. The princess hovers over your shoulder, silently reading along with you.
Awaken, my nice. It is time for you to fulfill your purpose. What is this?
The Pale Queen said this to me when I first woke up.
Oh, it's a script. Figures. It's odd that there are two sets of handwriting here. The more elegant text is likely the Pale Queen's, but whoever wrote these notes in the margins, their handwriting's downright illegible. Are they literate at all?
Her remark causes you to blush with embarrassment. You aren't sure why.
Well, I'll log this discovery for later. Let's keep exploring.
Right in the book.
You take the quill and dip it into the ink.
Dip, dip, dip.
Laden with ink, you touch the tip of the quill to the page and proceed to draw a single, scraggly line. Midway through your scribble, the princess interrupts you.
What exactly are you doing?
I just wanted to write something. I was kind of expecting the book to have some kind of magic power. I was testing something. I don't know.
Well then, let's stop wasting time. This clearly isn't accomplishing anything.
You pull the nib away from the page and place the pen back in its pot.
I'll open the drawer.
You quietly slide open the drawers one by one, noting the contents of each. Extra paper, ink bottles, spare feather quills, crayons.
Miscellaneous desk items. Nothing noteworthy.
Keep searching.
You continue to search. Inside the last drawer are various pieces of paper abounding with illustrations. One of them is familiar.
Is that?
Examine it.
You carefully remove one of the drawings from the drawer and rest it on the desk. Your fingers brush along the surface to smooth out the wrinkles.
Oh.
Oh. I was wondering where it went.
Return.
You leave the desk, returning to the front of the room.
Examine the piano.
You approach the piano, taking a seat at the bench. Your hands rest on the ivory keys. Your eyes settle on the sheet music resting against the piano stand. Much like the book, it is written in two sets of script, one elegant and the other scrawled. The princess flits to your attention, body darting across the pages.
Our song. It's a duet. It seems incomplete. Why did you come over here anyways? Are you thinking of playing? Do you know how?
I don't think I've ever played the piano before. I just wanted to read what was written here. Did you find anything useful? Play the song.
You lean forward over the keys. Guided by an unknown instinct, your fingers begin moving unprompted, playing one half of the duet with a practiced motion. A melody rises, and you fall into the rhythm in turn. Your hands dance of their own accord, but the dance is with none but yourself. The melody is lonely, incomplete, longing for an unwritten ending, waiting for an unmade accompaniment. You cannot provide what it lacks. You finish on a cliffhanger, without warning or fanfare. The last note of the unfinished refrain hangs forlornly in the air. The princess hovers in silence for some time.
I had no idea you could do that. It was nice. I regret trying harder at forcing myself through self-customization. You never know how much you miss fingers until they're gone.
Return. Look out the window.
You approach the window, looking down upon the castle grounds below. Though lacking in detail, you can make out the path, the forest, and the walls surrounding the kingdom.
What's out there beyond the wall?
I have no idea. Freedom? Probably just a void where we came from. We have to climb over them to find out. Remain silent.
I suppose there's little use in speculating. One mystery at a time. Keep investigating.
Examine the closet.
You approach the dark closet next to the bed. Your new body is tall, but the wardrobe stands taller, looming over you like a shadow.
Do you think there are any skeletons inside?
Wait, you're being figurative, right? You don't think there are actually dead bodies in here, do you?
Just turn a phrase. And so, what if there were? Are you really afraid of a few inanimate corpses? Even if they were real, it's not like a dead body could hurt us.
This might be a bad idea. I think I'll just leave it shut.
Quit being a baby. We made it this far, we might as well see it through.
Oh, that way, no. Open the closet.
You take a deep breath to calm your nerves, then place your hand on the closet handle and slowly open the wardrobe. A face stares back at you.
Ah, whoa. Hello? Jump backwards.
You jump backwards, nearly crashing into the piano in your shock. The princess flicks to the face, examining it.
It's your helmet. And look there. It's the rest of your armor. I guess every prop needs to be stored somewhere. Nothing else of note, though. Let's keep exploring.
Return.
Nerves rattled, you do your best to compose yourself as you return to the front of the room.
Examine the chest.
You approach the chest. It's large and heavy. 2 padlocks seal it shut.
Do you think we can open it?
The only key I'm aware of is the one you came down to the dungeon with when we first met. I haven't seen that key since. I don't think there are any other keys around here either.
I believe Jan said he had to go, so we're without quiet for just a moment. So, does anyone want to take his place for a moment?
Well, I've been idling for a while. Go. I mean, yeah. Okay. Fine. I wanted to nobly step aside. Well, fine. Then I'll steal the little lines. Fine. Attempt to open the chest. Return. Pick the locks with the blade.
You insert the tip of the blade into one of the locks, jiggling the handle as you attempt to turn the tumbler.
Huh. I considered that. The blade may hold some use after all. Then again, do you really think that drawing of a triangle will do anything?
You're right. This is stupid. I don't even know why I thought this would work. Maybe, maybe not. We'll just have to see. Of course it will.
Well, don't let me stop you.
You continue to toil in silence, patiently maneuvering the blade and applying pressure at various angles. It is slow work. You press and prod, careful not to break your implement of unknown composition. All of your focus falls to this single task. You are enthralled by yet another skill you never knew you possessed. With a final push, the lock gives way with a click.
Wow. You did it. Think you can pick the other one?
That took forever. Is it really worth it? Attempt to pick the second lock.
You insert the tip of the blade into the second lock and resume your work. After picking one lock, your movements are more practiced, more experienced, your volition bolstered by the knowledge that you have done this at least once before, and yet it does not yield.
What's taking so long?
You cannot see or actually should have no. You know what? You voice those.
Okay. You cannot see inside. Not yet. Even now, there are promises you must keep. Give up.
Tip of the blade awkwardly falls from the entrance of the lock. The lid of the chest remains firmly in place.
Seriously? I suppose it was too much to hope for. Ah well. We'll just have to examine something else.
Can't you just force the lid open or make the chest disappear? I didn't want to give up. I tried to open the other lock, but something prevented me.
Well, obviously. Whatever. I'm not mad at you. Such emotional reactions are frivolous. If you can't do it, you can't do it.
No, I mean an external force literally prevented me from opening the other lock. No, let it go.
You decide to let the matter rest.
Can you just make the lid open or make the chest disappear?
Believe me, if I could, I would have already done so. Unfortunately, my control over this place is not absolute. And neither is yours, it would seem. We'll have to content ourselves with what lies within our ability. At least now we're only dealing with minor physical obstacles instead of an artificial and malevolent entity who's trying to subvert our free agency.
Return. Examine the bed.
You approach the bed. It's large enough for 2 people to sleep in. The princess barrels towards the bed, her spherical body landing atop a pillow.
Comfy. I almost feel like resting.
Look, we're here to investigate, not goof off. Go ahead, I can investigate while you rest.
No, I shouldn't be slacking off. But it is comfy.
Explore while she rests. Take a rest with her.
Sleep stream, sleep stream.
Yay.
You crawl into the bed, head coming to rest on one of the finer pillows. Your arms and legs grow heavy, and your eyes begin to droop. The princess, resting on the same pillow not inches away, brings her wings inward. Her spherical body nuzzles against yours. You drift off this way, chest rising and falling gently with each breath as you feel the tiny vibrations of the princess's heartbeat against your skin. You dream. It isn't yours.
Sensation. You feel your weariness. You have been awake for far too long. Guilt. You've been chasing him, wasting time and indulging in fantasy, yet here you are, doing the same. Shame. You are so weak. You know better. Yet you still indulge. Logic. Fatigue is merely a chemical sensation. Sleep is not something you actually need to function. Longing. But the feeling persists. Not just the fatigue, but something more. Warmth. Feeling the other entity's body against yours. He feels safe. Admonition. You know this cannot last. Resolve. It is time to wake up.
You awake to the sound of beating wings.
Alright, that's enough of that.
That's the right sound.
It's okay to take a break. It feels nice. Right, sorry, I don't know what came over me. Can we have can we have 5 more minutes?
5 more minutes will turn into 5 more hours. Trust me, I've seen you. There's no point in procrastinating.
But I want 5 more minutes. It's okay to take a break. It feels nice.
We didn't come here to feel nice. There are still answers to find. We can't afford to be distracted.
Oh, that bueno. Okay, fine. Return.
You groggily lift yourself from the bed. As your feet touch the floor, you notice something.
Uh, what's that light coming from the floor?
The princess swoops down to a small crack in one of the floorboards. A faint light is seeping through.
Not sure, but it's coming from beneath.
She traces the perimeter of the bed, dipping to each crack and hole in search of an answer. Dip, dip, dip. Whatever she is looking for, she finds it quickly. She returns to you with some excitement.
Move the bed.
What?
Just do it.
Oh, move the bed aside.
You place your hands against the frame of the bed and push with all of your might. The bed is bulky, but begins to give way under your strength. The princess watches on intently.
A little to the left.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Less snark, more manual labor.
Okay. A little more to the left.
You strain and shudder, pushing the bed the remaining distance at last. Beneath our bare floorboards, the same light seeping through seams in a rectangular perimeter. The princess calls attention to a circular hole, just big enough for you to slip both hands through for leverage.
Lift here.
Lift.
You fit your hands into the gap and lift. A segment of floor rises from the ground, and blinding white light fills the room. Both mirrors are cracked in an identical fashion.
What the? Mirrors? I recognize one of these. It's the stupid hand mirror that visually impaired me whenever I so much as looked at it. Now there's an additional mirror in tow. Why? And why are they so bright? I'd go blind on the spot if I had real eyes. Hold on, let me see if I can get rid of these stupid things. Remove mirror.
Try to remove mirror access is deny.
Why remove mirror?
Error. Why remove mirror access is deny.
Try to request access mirror.
Error. Request access mirror is deny. You must look.
Like hell I need to. Just go away already.
The princess smashes her body against the hand mirror. The moment her wingtips brush against the surface, it vanishes. But the other mirror remains.
I can't get rid of this one. I don't even know how I got rid of the first one. Could you do it for me? Please?
What if there's something the mirrors are trying to show us?
Fiddled with that stupid hand mirror for ages while I waited for you to arrive. And my only reward was retina damage. The other mirror is even worse. Just get rid of it.
How am I supposed to get rid of it?
Move it! Smash it! Wrap it up in a blanket and throw it out the window for all I care. Just please stop it from shining any longer.
approach the mirror.
Your eyes strain against the blinding light. You reach forward, drawing an outstretched finger to the surface of the second mirror. You feel something small, distant as you approach.
Hurry!
Move it, smash it, throw it out the window. Fine, gaze inside.
Your finger makes contact with the glass. The mirror vanishes. In its place is something else.
Finally! I was just about to ready to lose my mind. I'm glad that's over.
Your vision, still blurry from the intense light of the mirrors, manages to focus on something beneath the floorboards.
Now, what do we have here?
Suddenly blink to clear your vision and look closer.
You do so. As your eyes adjust, the object beneath the floorboards comes into focus.
Some sort of container? Curious. With a glass lid to boot. Even more puzzling. Not that it's any help. It's possible to see inside. Why does all the glass shine in this place? Oh well. It's not as bright as the mirrors. It should be simple enough to open the lid. So if you would... Wait. Something isn't right. What?
Oh boy.
A man's silent soul rescinded. Quai contains VOX 0, VOX 1, VOX 2, VOX 6, VOX 7, VOX 8.
Okay.
Take it away, Mist.
Oh, sorry. You poor fool. So sure of yourself, yet you know so little.
What?
Look at this guy.
Broken? But I thought...
You should never make assumptions about things you don't know. Like whether or not voices you thought disappeared will be gone for good.
How did you... What happened? What did you do?
And don't think we've forgotten your part in this. And to think I thought we could trust ourselves.
Now look, I actually completely understand why you and the princess did what you did. I even put in a good word for the two of you. But, well, it's just a teensy bit hard to rebuild trust in the manager at this point, what with you allowing her to pull a stunt like that. So, we've been discussing things, and we've decided that from now on, we're going to run things as a joint venture. Doesn't that sound great? No more of those pesky unilateral decisions harming the majority, unintentionally or otherwise.
More of them now? No. No! We are not doing this again. Not now. We were so close to a breakthrough.
I don't think you get much of a say in what happens next. They're not happy with what you did.
Happy? No. You and the rest of those things aren't anything. You're not happy, or unhappy, or any other irrelevant emotion. You shouldn't even be here. You don't exist.
Still clinging to your solipsistic. Did I say that right? Did
Yep,
I say
you
that
said
right?
it exactly right.
Solipsistic arguments. I'm always right. Even when there's contradicting evidence right in front of your face.
Denial is all she has left.
I'm not denying anything. The fact that the system recreated you proves nothing. I'll just turn you off again.
Oh, but I think we're here to stay this time, darling. Isn't that right, Decider?
Lovely. You're back. I missed you all so much. I never wanted to get rid of you. That was an accident. You're right, Princess. We need to get rid of them. How do we get rid of them? There's too much going on la, 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 la. There's too much going on all of a sudden. I can't even think. Could everyone please just shut up and let me think? I'm sorry for what happened to you all. Neither of us meant to hurt you.
I know, but it still hurts.
She knew perfectly well what she was doing before. She just didn't think it mattered because we're not people.
Such a convenient excuse. Just the sort of thing she'll tell herself when she tries to get rid of us again.
But she won't get an opportunity to get rid of us, especially not with her around.
No, you don't mean.
This has gone on long enough.
Shit.
Yes. Pale Queen.
Sir Knight, we do not have much time. Enough damage has already been done. You have to end this. Now.
Everything I know has been shown to be an illusion. How am I supposed to make a decision now of all times? Princess, what do we do? Guys, I have no idea what to do. What do y'all think? I don't understand.
I promise I will explain. But first, we have to put things right.
Everything I know has been shown to all be an illusion. How am I supposed to make a decision now of all times?
You have to trust me. Please.
After all the bullshit you put us through, after all the deception and misdirection, you expect him to trust you? Sir Knight, this is clearly just the system putting one last defense mechanism. It knows we're about to find something. It's doing everything it can to stop us. We can't let it get in our way. Open the lid!
Once upon a time, I might have found your argument compelling.
But you're no more trustworthy than the Queen.
And it'll take a lot of favors for you to get back into our good graces.
If it's even possible to rebuild trust. Was it ever?
I really wish we could just forgive and move on. But some lines just shouldn't be crossed. And you've crossed them in spades.
Could everyone please just calm down? Let's discuss this in a reasonable manner. I can't decide what to do. You're all pulling me in different directions and nothing feels right.
You attempt to speak, but a force restrains your mouth, then your limbs. Can't decide what to do? Well, that's just perfect, my friend. You see, you don't need to decide anything anymore. I did tell you about the whole joint ownership thing, right?
We're done standing by and talking while you make all the decisions. Clearly, the only way to get anything done around here is a more hands-on methodology.
Do we really have to go this far?
You know what he did to us last time. He can't be trusted with the decision-making.
Hey,
Don't struggle. It will hurt less if you submit.
Right then, boys. Time for a vote on the matter of what to do with the voxicidal princess, who very much wants to kill us again by the looks. What do you all say we do?
What are you doing? Unhand him.
Sorry, Queenie, but I think you're just a bit outnumbered here. Now, as I was saying,
And VOX 0.
Try to access.
Remove VOX 1.
Try to.
Remove VOX 6. Remove VOX 7. Remove VOX 8. Remove VOX 0. Remove VOX 1. Remove VOX 6. Remove VOX 7. Remove VOX 8. Remove VOX 0. Remove VOX 1. Remove VOX 6. Remove VOX 7. Remove VOX 8. Remove VOX 0. Remove VOX 7. Remove, 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 remove.
A sudden and intense pain seizes your skull. You fall to your knees. Your head feels as though it will split in two. You open your mouth and scream.
I brought this imaginary cabin into existence, and I'll be damned if I end up trapped in here again. I'm bringing this system down.
She's killing us again!
There has to be a way to stop this. Can't think.
We can't stop her. If she wants to kill us, she can. The poor, poor, lonely fool.
No, there has to be a way to stop this. There has to be something we can do.
Princess, I was always on your side. I think the both of us really profit from a mutually beneficial alliance.
Shut up already.
You can't let her follow through with this. She's breaking everything.
Through the haze of your agony, you can see what she means. Whatever fundamental matter made up the cabin is deteriorating, flickering in and out of existence as the princess tries to impose her will. Soon, it will all break.
It needs to break. I made a mistake trying to rebuild the illusion. Help me. Help me free us.
There has to be something else we can do. It can't come down to either killing the princess or allowing her to break reality.
You think? I agree. But what are we supposed to do?
I don't want to hurt her, but if she keeps acting, she will hurt herself and everyone else. Sometimes the only good choice is not choosing at all.
Or maybe making it so she can't choose.
We can restrain the decider, and if he has a mental link with her, what if we could restrain her?
Idea! I'm good with it! You all...
Don't listen to those things. I'm almost done. I'll break us free.
Restrain her.
Your arms lurch forward, grasping at the princess's body.
What are you doing? Stop!
The princess darts out of your reach. Her body is too nimble for you to grasp as you are. But neither of you are just your bodies. You reach out with something else. Tendrils of you erupt from your core and launch to restrain the princess. Her tiny body is entangled in threads of shadow.
No! No! What have you done? Why? Why? We were so close. We were.
The princess falls silent, her wings still, and a moment later, she plummets. You extend a hand, catching her before she can impact the ground. You collapse just after. Your body's strength is spent.
It is over. Finally over. I am so sorry, my dear knight. I will await your return.
The world is already unraveled. The illusion has been replaced by a textured nothing, emptier than the void you and the princess knew before. Memory returns. Your armor is restored. You rise to your feet, holding the princess in your palm. Before you are two mirrors. It is time to face them.
Approach the mirror.
This one is by Jeremiah's.
Princess Blob.
Though the light shines as intensely as it ever did, you press on, trying to peer into the depths of the mirrors. You reach out a single finger. The second its tip brushes the glassy surface of your mirror, both mirrors vanish. In the distance, you see her.
Approach her.
You approach the Pale Queen, and she silently takes the vessel from your hand while handing you a sheet of paper.
She made this for you.
Open the letter.
Aww.
Am I supposed to read this?
Yeah.
Thanks for finding my sister. She's pretty and we play together. She says you're a hero. I think you're a hero too. When I grow up, I want to be a hero too.
How is our daughter doing?
Pale Queen hesitates before answering.
She is sleeping.
Thoughts on this vessel?
The Pale Queen gazes into the vessel, eyes tearful. One is by Drago Lion.
Ooh. That's a new one for me.
This one. This one. I'm sorry.
Her fingers close around the vessel, grasping it tightly. A crack forms.
Wait, stop. No.
It shatters.
Double kill.
God.
What the hell?
Alright, turn off the work skin. We must see the hidden message.
Shut up, everyone.
Oh, man.
No.
I
Well,
find
she
it
could have.
funny towards the end there, Don, you were getting so loud as Oppie that you were cutting out. It felt
Yeah.
very fake.
Smells
God.
very canon.
Oh, man. Every single time that happens, it's so... Whoa.
Yes, I agree.
Like, why is it always my favorite one? Like, okay, no, favoritism. No, that's not true. But still,
Biased.
man. Oh, God. Every
uh,
time, bro. Every time, bro.
she could have been worse, you know? She could have been
We
worse.
could have fixed her, man.
Yeah,
I
she
don't
was
think
like-
we could have. I'm sorry.
she was kind of obsessed by testing the boundaries of the construct, but hey, it could be worse, okay?
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah,
could be worse, but like, yeah, she was
Who would
there's
it be?
no changing her at that point.
You
Unless
can't
they
fix her,
got
bro.
contradicting evidence to her philosophies and then just laughed in its face.
I think she knew
Somewhat
too
laughing.
much.
Just, it was not enough.
Why? I tried to learn. I tried to understand. I sought answers.
Oh.
All I have is more questions. Why?
So you're actually reading from. Yes, I was.
What is
I
that?
thought you were just, languishing.
I learned so
Fair.
much that it was never enough.
Oh my gosh, this hurts.
Well, that's depressing. So that's what, two roots sent to oblivion?
Yeah.
I get the harpy shatter.
Chapter 3 justice.
Oh, but she didn't shatter the harpy.
Oh,
Was that
That's
That's
chapter
bad.
2.
That goes to chapter 2.
As weird as it is, I kind of understand why this one happened. Don't know if I feel like that's a good thing to do or not. And I'm wondering if this will show up on the mirrors again, but I don't know.
Well.
I'm bummed out. I am bummed out.
Yeah, it's a pretty downer chapter.
I completely understand that reaction. Believe me, it hurt me to write this, and I am
Or maybe
currently
you
working
shouldn't
on
have
the
written
next
it
chapter.
then.
Hey, no
Maybe you should have
litigation.
thought about how it would hurt.
But Mist, you're forgetting something.
We're here for the pain. No?
I'm evil.
Oh, okay, I was onto something.
So what next? We kind of went through the 5.
I think I just realized that the little mirror is definitely supposed to be like for the princess. Like her reacted to her. I don't know why it took me this long to realize that one was for her. Like the big one is for the other guy, like for like Sir Knight.
She's always holding it.
Also, 2 out of 3 predictions were right, so that's not terrible.
What was your prediction?
The predictions I had over the course of time was that, like one of which was that the oaths were tied to the armor, which we saw was wrong in this one. He showed a picture of the heart, and I was like, wow, you showed the entire princess early, and I was right.
Nice.
I was able to figure out they were going to reassemble the cabin and everything, like the cabin castle thing, through the emoji thing. So overall, not bad.
I
have more questions than I do answers. There was so much in this chapter.
There's a lot I want to comment on, but feel free to ask your questions. Obviously, I will refrain from a lot of stuff, but, I like the discussion, and if there is something I can comment on, then I will.
I can't believe Pale Queen was purely a heartless murderer, nothing else.
Same, like
what a terrible mother.
I am kind of hung up on what was the criteria of discarding this vessel.
That's a good question, although I will say, there's stuff to review what she says after the shattering of Despot.
There will be more to come. I'm feeling so bitter. I hope Sir Knight does something. I hope he crashes out. Why did you destroy that one? I really bombed. We had a thing going on.
he gets
Honestly-
drunk the next chapter.
This is the weird thing where it's like I
I'm
feel like
starting to think you're not cut out to being a mother.
I think this would have been the ones where if you gave it to the child, she would have come back in the next route, and then she would have had to do it after that. And I feel like that's almost worse somehow. What if there's a way you could have kept them alive without, like, you know, feeding them to the daughter? Like, is there a
Just
middle
have
ground
another
there?
child. Yeah,
Oh,
just
like
have another
cryo
child
freeze.
off to the side.
Yeah, there's just another child. They're a very problematic child, but
Nutritious child.
This is my child who developed too much. They go in the box.
Oh god, let's not
The
make
word is
Russian-
construct.
There's definitely going to be a whole lot of controversy, and I'm not doing a great job as the Pale Queen's PR person.
going to be a lot of controversy. There are.
Is
this the reason
It's already
why
raging in the
this
comment
was-
section.
Yeah, this is
I
the reason
saw
why I
the
said it was
people I
controversial.
hate.
It's
I
a lot
feel
raging.
weird.
Me too.
Because at one point I was one of those haters, and now I'm kind of in the middle again.
I am gonna be one of those haters in a second. Don't worry, guys. You have an insider. You just contact me. I'm gonna change the plot from the inside. You won't even notice. I mean,
Yeah, simple. Just change it and add a little nice cute drawing where the Pale Queen makes a little cute box for the new vessel. And she opens it like like a music box, and oh, look at our new little sister, and slams the box shut. Like the Quidditch flying thing.
he does look like what is it called? The snitch, golden snitch. Yeah.
Yes,
that thing.
and so that was very much of an inspiration, but the core inspiration is what the golden snitch was inspired by.
Oh, it goes deeper.
What is that?
It was inspired by something else. Interesting.
Yes, so let me actually pull it
Might have
up.
been useful.
Yeah. I was also thinking, wasn't there something in Legend of Zelda that looked like that?
So the thing you should know about J.K. Rowling is she took classes in Latin, and she also had interest in alchemy. So there is an alchemical concept called prima materia, or in other words, first or prime matter. And the concept is it's the thing from which all things are created. So I'll just go ahead. Can I copy this image? Just post it in the chat.
I mean, I see it.
There we are. Okay.
But
So, like,
the way prima materia is depicted is it's classically depicted as an egg with wings. And that was the inspiration for the golden snitch, which also has symbolic meaning tied to the themes of the book, because it's the most important ball. It's like the rest of it's so important that it's almost like the rest of the game doesn't matter. It's all about attaining this most precious material.
Very poorly balanced game.
Yes.
The game was not meant to be balanced. It was meant to be symbolic, I guess, but that's not a good way to design a game still.
Exactly. Agreed.
But
Well,
you know, symbolism all works here, so cool.
So now you guys can feel clever and know you don't know all the significance of the name, but you have a bit of insight to work with here.
So she
where
is
prima materia comes from.
Got it.
You saying
She
that
may not
has
be
me thinking of
ontologically
something, but I'm
evil,
not going to
but
say
she
it.
is ontologically the beginning of everything that ever was. So take that as you will. I'm sorry. Did Did that joke? Is that even a good joke? I can't even tell if I did that right.
I was.
I didn't catch it, unfortunately.
I heard it.
She may not be ontologically evil, but she is, ontologically speaking, the beginning of everything that ever existed. So.
Yeah.
She's the beginning of evil.
So I guess technically,
Precursor
she is the
to
root
evil.
of all evil, but like she's also the root of all good in that way. But why won't you say it?
My gosh.
May I ask why you aren't gonna say it?
Cause I don't know. I feel like it's more fun if you don't think about it.
Is this like some existential dread kind? That's the only thing not really fun thinking of.
Wait a second.
You drop that stuff.
Trying to go as fast as I possibly can before we all disperse.
All right, everyone, discuss in the comments what you think of. We kind of touched on the Pale Queen, but there's a lot to discuss there. What do you? I mean, let's hit the controversial part. So, how are Quiet and the Pale Queen doing as parents?
Not all that great, I would say.
Oh man.
No.
Well, Sir Knight was kind
I
of.
don't really know the answer. They're trying their best. Whether that's good enough
They're
is
both being
something I can't.
very absent.
Is it ever good enough?
The Pale Queen seems to be selectively using parts. Like she got rid of the Despot, she got rid of this one because they're like too negative, I guess.
No, too developed.
Too developed, apparently.
So, the problem was the Despot showed back in Chapter 1, which meant that she would presumably keep showing back up and be stuck that way.
Yeah. She was too developed and needed a
Oh, I
reflection
understood
development.
the Despot clearly. She seemed a little too haywire there. I thought it had something to do with like being too powerful, but
yeah,
it's clear they don't all want to destroy everything.
Yeah.
I say that, but we've only had like
I
three.
Say that. I think it's like if there's a chance they could come back as again in a Chapter 1, because they're just too powerful to like rest and die or whatever. Like if they're just too powerful to die, they're like that one. Like that's been like local resident too angry to die, whereas this one is probably local girl too curious to die, and it's like they kind of need to fade into the background, and if they don't, there's problems. And I don't know if she's dealing with the problems really well, but she's dealing with them in some way. I don't know if it's a good way, but I don't know.
It's the only way she knows.
I'm trying to cope with the fact that we are nerfing the OP vessels. Like, each time the princess decides to kind of screw around with the fabric of the construct, time to die.
The overpowered vessels provide an obstacle in the routine of the construct. And the only
routine
way
of killing the princess.
The only way that she knows to overcome that problem is to just eliminate them entirely. I mean, the Despot, I genuinely don't believe the Despot would have been able to be talked down. Like she just needed out of there.
I agree.
Prima Materia, I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that one.
She didn't even explain herself.
Like, Despot needed out of there, but I'm not so sure this time.
And then he explained to her everything afterwards. If she would have just been willing to go in there. And
I gotta share this from Deedra. It's so sad. I mean, I've been a terrible PR person.
That's what you get for killing Prime Materia.
Also,
ankle monitor.
You want to?
That's
you're a bad mom.
You get junk food and house prison.
What is she eating? It's a burger. Oh.
The burger's still wrapped.
Surf and turf.
She doesn't even get to go to her favorite McDonald's.
Yeah.
Technically,
with
we
my
could.
with my daughter in the back, shut your ass up. You're not getting ice cream.
Technically, we could headcanon that Sir Knight made those whatever it is in that package of Burger King because King and Queen, kind of the counterpart to the Queen. He made it so that she can be in her house prison comfortably.
And I'm just gonna share this one in there as well. If not.
Drum roll.
Like made for like the freaking helmet thing. If it's like if I should tweak it or like is that what? Also, I have to ask: is the armor dark or light or like?
It would be a dark color, similar to his feathers. There would be a bit more of a shine effect on it, how I envision it, but it would be very dark, like Quiet is. I have seen people do things like have some blue highlights on it, which I kind of like that idea, but I'm open to either interpretation. Let me see. I think I know I created like a front view of his helmet, just a crayon drawing a while back. Let's see. Do I have that here? Oh, that's the one. Let me see. It's on my phone, and I'm at the computer, so let me search that thing up.
And one last question: how simple should the container it's held in be?
The closet itself, just pretty simple. Just, I imagine, just a very tall, pitch black wardrobe.
All right. Cool.
Let me see. Let me get you, because I know I did that drawing.
I'm wondering.
Aha! Here it is.
And like his little hand things? Are they like? Is that what it's called? Like, is that called a gauntlet or something?
Yeah, he has gauntlets. And let's see. Let me see. Good into developer corner. Here we are. Yeah, he has gauntlets. You can actually see them in the early shots, like when he meets his daughter for the first time and she burns him alive. You can see his hand reaching out.
Good memories. Jeez, that was such a long time ago. Wow.
Yeah. That was for the next
Look
snap.
where we are now.
Yeah.
They grow up so fast.
Next snap, so like.
Oh, they don't grow up so fast, I suppose.
So look, she's going through a phase.
She's going through.
Yeah, she sets her father on fire, then she turns into a blob. You know, the usual kid things.
Man, teenagers, am I right?
Exactly. Here's the image. So the idea of this is from the perspective of the daughter, kind of what she would see.
Hopefully.
Yeah, that's
and
what
so
I
you
had
can
expected.
kind of see there's his eye pieces. They would kind of shine with white light, like how his eyes are. Just a little thing to contrast with what would be his much darker armor. But the credit, of course, goes to Lil Mr. Slipstream or Low, who made the whole piece. He's the one I actually borrowed it from. He was actually drawing what he thought Voice of the Hero might look like, and I said, hey, can I use that design? Because it's really cool. And so I did. And so I'll just post that in the chat here. So you can see, just copy the image and put it here. Yeah, this would be the full artwork.
Oh, the artwork.
Again, Low is the creator of it.
Oh.
very nicely sized beak helmet.
Well, it had to be adapted to Quiet's
To
head
its
shape.
wear. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, I would have imagined the helmet to be that kind of more pointy as opposed to the comfy contours. More head prisony than being like this contour abiding thing which is perfectly fitting my head, as opposed to being a fucking pot on a head.
I'm wondering what the next vessel would be, considering we've went through the 5 colors already.
Well, as I've said before, we have not seen a chapter 2 dedicated to the pink text color, the humility text. We haven't. That showed up. It showed up in other ones, but there hasn't been a chapter 2 dedicated to it yet. So my
I
prediction.
thought Angel was humility.
No,
Yeah, I was
Angel
gonna
was
say,
the
Compassion.
Angel was compassion, the purple,
Compassion.
the lavender.
So, wasn't
It
so Siren was
was?
also compassion?
Horrible idea.
Siren had a bunch of colors.
So
True.
Angel came from the humility base princess, and so she started with a lot of the faded pink color. As you showed a lot of compassion to her and took her out, that text started morphing into purple. So you have gotten the humility base princess
Yes.
to there, but a lot of her text was purple.
So what would a princess be like that's fully humility?
In chapter 2. I asked Snaptrap this, and he said, "You don't want to know." So.
I'm scared now.
I mean, I feel like I've got a horrible thought. And
think
like,
what it'd be like.
Goodbye.
How
She
can-
loves her dad even more than Angel somehow.
I feel like if we do get to see her, I don't think she's going to make it because we already have one that's a humility in there.
Have
Weird enough, I feel like
happy
we get a
princess.
daughter of each
I'll
of
have
the
another
colors in the final roster. We do end up seeing her. I don't think she's making it through. I'm sorry.
But
You don't get
if-
our happily ever after.
we don't. All right.
Don't in that
Mhm.
case. If that actually happens, I will probably be crying.
Oh.
But I
Well, I
can't.
can't say same.
Don, but Don's the writer. I can't stop him.
He doesn't have a great track record with certain princesses.
Diddly do.
Yeah,
I don't-
doodly do.
Mm,
So-
Sad doodly do. We need a sad doodly do.
There's, I tell you what, guys, as much pain as you're going through, imagine me choosing to write this, because I tell, sincerely, sincerely,
Okay.
I'm warning you. There's
Drumroll.
stuff coming.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Stuff that has made me cry
No.
thinking about it. My promise to you.
I get that.
My promise to you is that any pain that comes is for a purpose. I absolutely hate just edgy, nihilistic, torture porn crap, and that's not my intent to create that. But there are going to be some very hard topics. We've already kind of seen exploring that, and there's going to be some very sad things coming.
Find you in these.
I make a promise. It's for a purpose, and that it will be balanced with happiness,
Patches.
goodness, wholesomeness.
Fine. Fine.
Okay.
I'll hold you on that.
I'll
Pale
trust
Queen
you
putting her
for now.
infanticide.
but
No,
I'm
it's not.
keeping my eye on
Hold
you.
on, let me see if I can find that message from Snaptrap where he said that.
Wait, I'm still kind of petrified at the idea of humility going bad.
Okay, let me.
I have to say there are some very, very interesting roots that can come from humility.
Let me.
So you
Really,
said
all
that
of them, but
you said that the princess of that chapter 1 was humility, but our actions led to one that was more compassion. So does each princess start with like a predetermined, or is
A
it
prede-
more?
sorry. What's the question?
Is it what we brought into the basement that led her to be humility, or was she always humility from the start?
So it follows a very similar mechanic to the game. I think by this point you guys probably can kind of figure out what that is, but I'll just first describe what it is in the original game. In the original game, if you go down with the blade, you get the harsh princess. If you go down without the blade, you get the soft base princess. And I think at this point you guys can kind of figure out the combos that lead to the different base princesses here. But it's
Yeah.
based on that. It's what
Nothing.
do you bring down or don't bring down.
Yeah.
If you bring nothing, then it leads to a very frightful one. If you bring the blade, it leads to one that's more. Well, it led to prudence, but that one was more. She was very calm about you bringing the blade.
That wasn't the right one. Is it weird that I literally freaking wrote this down?
No,
Nope.
that's what I
No.
wanted to do, and should have done by now.
When I was playing Slay the Princess, I was writing tons of notes because I was invested in this thing, and I was thinking, I want to get good princesses. Once I met the shifting mound, I was like, okay,
You wanna
so
get good
we're basically
min-maxing your
we're building a princess here. We're building a
Princess
character, so I need to
maxing.
make sure I get I need a princess max here, and I was taking all kinds of notes about the lore and the personalities. Okay, what does this mean? She said this before.
Okay.
That's,
So
I,
as
I,
of now, there are 9 potential combos that I could see possibly being a thing. One of which I thought there might have been 10, but it became clear in the, ironically enough, the April Fool's Day fic of all things that you could not just take the poison down.
Yeah, there are some things there. I didn't out of the 5 or the 3 items. I didn't do every possible item combination. I'll just say straight up. You guys already pretty much know 5 basic base princesses.
I mean, we've seen the blade, we've seen nothing, blade and the poison, and then just the food.
So like there was take poison blade and food was what led to Harpy, and she was pretty mean and stuff.
Well, no, the food led to Angel, poison blade led to Harpy.
Yeah, food and like poison blade led to Harpy. Taking food led to the sad princess that led to Angel. Taking nothing was a scared princess. Taking the blade led us to Despot and stuff, or Usurper.
The first time, but then taking it the second time led to Prudence. Or,
That's
you know...
also took the food. You took the blade and you took the food that time. So
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm so
We have
sorry.
seen one of each
I'll
out at
see
this
ya, Jans.
So the only things we
Hey,
don't
Jans.
just the poison
Good luck.
blade, just the poisoned food, and any like poison like blade and poison food, and if you can poison both the blade and the food, that's an option thing. I don't fucking know.
a
It
bowl
is an option.
with the
That is an
blade
option.
smashed in.
So there are 9 options, and of those we have seen 5 now.
You have seen 5. And so I'm going to tell you there are a total of 5 options, and that's because certain actions you take will pretty much override any other consideration once you do that. I won't go into all the details of the rules, but you'll start to see as we continue how once you make a certain decision, it almost doesn't matter what other supplementary decisions you make.
Yeah, I'm gonna need like a chart by the end of all this just to remember what leads to what.
Fascinating thing. I did not know that.
The weight is on the
You've got
choices.
a spoiler straight from the author's mouth here.
Damn.
Maybe I should have withheld it, but
Well,
I know you guys would have you will start to kind of piece together the full rule set as we continue with future chapters. And there will be quite a few more, and I'm working on one of them as we speak.
I'm probably gonna reread some of the
Yeah.
older chapters to
Chapter 1,
take note of what exact items were.
Yep.
I'm not gonna finish this in time, and I don't want to keep the people waiting if they are waiting for me to finish, so I'm just gonna post this.
You are yoring?
Aww. Oh, that is cute. I love it.
I'll finish it.
It's with Prima Materia. It's
Yeah.
cute.
Prima
We'll need,
Materia is
we'll need some wholesomeness and fluffiness after what I chose to do as an author. The pain
Oh, yes.
I have knowingly inflicted on people, and I've had some commenters say, you know what, this sucks. I'm dipping. You know,
No,
I
what?
I get it.
You're gonna drop because it's bad. This is Slay the Princess. What do you expect?
I like I said, I completely
Fake
understand
fan.
if you came here and if you say, I've had one person message me after the Despot chapter and he said, you know, I was enjoying this, but this just turned into pure torture porn. I'm out. You know, I can
had
understand
the same.
that. I can understand. You know, real like just not being into that. That's totally understandable, and it happened again with this chapter, and I suspect future chapters will yield future results that can be predicted. So,
Have the
with
power.
that said,
Iron was a
brace
mindfuck.
yourselves,
Oh.
everyone. We may very well be headed into a dark arc of this anime, but if we can soldier on
Yep.
through,
Yo, we're heading
then
to Act
well,
3, baby.
things will probably just get even worse, and then I'll post a joke chapter, and you'll forget about it for a second, but then I'll just go back to being depressing, and you'll wonder why you're even here, and then Don will just cackle evilly and say, I was just a sadist the whole time.
Good job. You're doing great. I am terrified of the next chapter that wants to come.
It's just, and then you just go, you know what? From here on out, just don't have any favorite characters. No favorite princesses. Just detach your. Just you should just turn off your feelings.
Yes.
No.
Next chapter is an argument between Sir Knight and the Queen, and that leads to Act 3.
So anyway, do you guys want a preview of the next arc that's going to be coming up?
Yes.
Oh, question mark.
All right, I'll do
Can't
it
wait.
through emoji.
Of course. Fair.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna spoil the whole chapter for us. Now I'm kind of bummed out.
Okay, chicken soup. So the princess has a cold. Sir Knight brings her soup. She dies because the soup was cold.
No.
Poison meal.
Oh yeah,
it's
that
the
too.
prison meal, isn't it? Oh boy, this one's gonna be an.
You know, did we ever see what the poison did to people? Like, or was it used on us?
I mean, we did get
maybe.
to it in gruesome detail because it was used on us.
What? Huh?
Poison was used in the transition to Angel to try to get
Harpy.
him to throw up. The,
Oh, actually, it was.
Oh.
You're right.
to
Angel
get him to
did use
throw
it
up
too.
the key, but it didn't work. I think.
Yeah, you're right. I had forgotten about that too.
In
So
the
you
You're
see-
Harpy,
supposed to remember these things,
We're in
Don.
good hands.
also in Harpy technically because you
You
poisoned.
know, I kind of forgot the plot of my own story and the world building and character
No big
motivations.
deal. Nah.
I have
Fine,
complete
Will,
faith that you will
understand.
deliver on all fronts and not at all screw anything up.
So what did I do
Not
with
a
Chekhov's gun
single
again?
thing.
I'm just imagining the poison
Fired
causes
it.
some
Your
skin
own.
decay.
You fired it at a wall and it ricocheted and hit you in the forehead.
Actually,
Only
Chekhov's
hurt half
guns
of that
are
sentence.
are supposed to be just there, kind of like red herrings, aren't they? aren't really used to
You know,
fire things at
I-
people.
The thing is, I really hate Chekhov. I'd shoot him in the face, but I forgot the gun on the mantelpiece.
You'll find it later.
Chekhov
I
found
think
it.
that's how it works.
Yeah.
Checkmated Chekhov. I'm sorry.
This is why I've got beta readers and other people to help me.
Well, well, you know, even TV show writers have a Bible, so it's not unheard of to have a reference thingy.
Yep, we've got a big one. We've got a big
Oh.
one.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah. As I said, I
You know
feel
what else is
be a
big?
good beta reader.
Oh,
I
This
no.
hole in my heart.
feel like I would
Nice.
yap about something I really shouldn't have. And that's the one thing, also, commitments, like, in my life. Commitments in my life, and also the fact that I'm not sure that at this point in my life I could prevent myself from yapping about it by accident are the only things stopping me from signing up on that thing.
As a
huh?
developer,
As
to
a
get
ba-
all that sweet, juicy beta reader access.
Yeah.
No.
Oh my.
Well, how about we discuss something else? Because there's quite a few things revealed in this chapter.
There were.
I'm surprised even more theories aren't being formed.
Well, I already.
Then again, if nobody wants to talk about it, let's just let sleeping dogs lie.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Now I have to think about it.
Look,
You must be
Look,
what?
Mist, some thoughts want to lead to a logical conclusion. Just
that a clue?
unthink them. Forget
that a
that I
clue?
said anything.
Uh-oh,
That also
time
a
to
clue?
snoop.
Look, if I
through
say
the-
any more, you're just probably gonna make things worse.
I see what you're
Uh-oh.
doing. Okay, I'm gonna.
Time.
I'm just saying that.
I
feel
see what
like
happened there. It's just like
But
this is
I do
so
know what
new.
you're
I don't know what
actually
to
doing.
do. Like there's so much new information, but it's like so new and there's so little that connects to it. At least that I can see that connects to it, that I can't even theorize on it. It's just like, well, I have to live with this now.
Yeah.
No, I
And to
don't
be fair,
actually know what's
a lot of
gonna
it is
happen. Can I
pretty
make
much
theories
eclipsed by what ends, how the chapter ends, I think.
Yeah, that's also very fair. I was fucking sad for half the day after that, so that was a thing.
I am sorry, Jammin, but in a way, I'm patting myself on the back because that means I did my job well. But I will say that I empathize with you because in Ruby, if you're familiar with that show, Ruby RWBY, a little
I've-
indie
but I don't
animation,
know.
What about it?
there was a character I was very invested in, and I mean this thing's over a decade old at this point, so I don't think it's really
Are
would
you
count as
talking
spoilers.
about? Are you talking about Pyrrha?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
was-
Oh man,
I
I was
was-
gonna watch
I
the
was
show.
ver-
Now I'm spoiled.
I was very sad about that, which means they did a good job with that.
Yeah,
So,
I know. If I
It
feel
hurts
like
good.
I know that the authors did a good job writing the sad scenes.
But I
And
will
Uh.
promise you, I have
Fun.
plans for certain dangling and unresolved plot threads.
Am I allowed to make theories?
Yes. Well, actually, I don't
mm.
know because you
I don't know.
were.
I don't
I
know,
will-
but I do know.
I will leave it to your discretion, Mist, but if you reveal that the entire time Sir Knight was actually Oscar from Scarlet Hollow, then I'm going to have to get an NDA from you.
Damn.
NDA,
I won't say that
NDA.
out loud, I won't say that. No, that's too big of a spoiler. Absolutely catastrophic if that one came out.
Catastrophic, mate.
That would be bad.
Okay, now I'm furiously snooping through base 64's strings and finding
Oh yes.
less than I anticipated.
I have to thank Apple Jam and a Spooky for that. Who basically, I just told them, okay, so I want there to be like code in this. Can you create code that isn't like literal Python code? Because I didn't want it to be like an absolute fourth wall break, but like a believable programming-ish code that could fit within the universe of it being a construct. And so they came up with that.
I mean,
Fun.
Fair.
couldn't anything fit
Yeah.
in the rules of construct?
Yeah, but
That
I
like a
guess,
blank-
it's supposed to be pseudocode, not like bloody Python. The kind of nonsense code you see in
Well, I mean, then
Matrix
you
or
just
the TV
might as well
shows.
just make the game at that point.
I love how I looked at it. I'm like, that's the YouTube URL thing, and I didn't remember what it was called at the time, but I knew exactly that it was I knew that it was a type of code. I didn't know what type of code it was, and I just knew that's the YouTube URL code.
Wait, you didn't. Oh,
we
I
need to
didn't
we
even
need to
think
create
of
a
it.
YouTube video now that just links to that. You click on it. Missed. Get working on a YouTube video.
Oh my
I
god,
know. I
this
think
is
that
so
is
becoming.
amount of characters and stuff that each one I think is a set amount of characters, so you would need that. But it also makes me realize that there is probably a word in every YouTube URL. Huh.
I don't remember who it
easy
was,
there
but
with
someone
this
someone
ARG
found
stuff.
a string of letters in one of the codes, and they went, "Excuse me." Let me see if I can find that.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
Huh.
So-
I always
they were
take
going through
the
that,
video IDs for granted.
They were going
Now
through
I will
one of
decode
the
them.
codes, and then they found just this one random string of letters that spelled out something.
Was it whale?
Nope, it wasn't whale.
It was
It was worse.
the word.
Oh.
Dang it.
Which
Is it in
one
the
was it?
Oh, here it is. I found it. All right. This is what they found. This is apparently part of the lore now.
Oh.
Right, that one.
Oh. Well,
Yo, are we
that's
getting a beast chapter anytime soon?
yeah, my thoughts exactly. And Deedre's. Oh no.
I mean, oh
Hell's
yeah.
not
Speaking
saying.
of, great work on the Chimera, Deidre. Sorry, I said Deidre because that's my mom's name. Anyway.
Daedra, Nitra.
Chimera looks like a finger puppet.
Yes,
And Pearl Ham Turkey.
Wait, when
Part
are
of
we
me wonders if
accepting?
you actually did draw that around your own hand.
I did draw that around my own hand.
What?
The little crayon thing.
What? I'm missing.
Sucker drawing wings.
Turkey, except every freaking feather is a head.
Yep. And I'm just imagining if that route were ever to come about and be fully illustrated, that whenever one of the bodies or heads talks, then it just wiggles slightly up and down like a finger puppet.
Oh, like the small tick video. Oh, you don't sound like that. I don't sound like that.
I don't sound like that.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so here's one more thing. Here's the thing. Voice predictions for the next chapters.
Ooh.
Predict.
I even like.
Hey.
Maybe we should wait for
and then
chapter 1,
go
but
from
no,
there.
you guys make a Mondo
say.
bet. Be like Nostradamus, and just base it on what you think is
Let's
gonna
see.
come next.
Poison soup, I'm gonna say opportunist.
Yeah, that seems relatively
It seems like
likely.
the obvious one. I don't know about a second one, but that seems like
Oh,
the
there's
obvious first one.
two.
I'm
Why is
guessing it's Smitten.
Soon.
What about
I feel like all
Stubbs?
So
Grow up.
it's definitely not smitten.
Missed.
I mean, you could always bring down Poison Thing and then be like, no, don't eat that, and then eat it in front of her and die, and save her life. I mean,
Smitten every smapter.
Snapper.
also I
You're
just think
right. Everyone's missing Smitten. Where's Smitten? He's
Where's
only
my
been in
Smitty?
every chapter before now.
He's been
overdue.
cut.
That's preposterous.
Cold is overdue. And in that case, if he does show up, then chances are
Who
he's
is
dying.
overdue?
Now that you say that, my vote is on Opportunist and Cold.
Probably.
Old
actually.
Oppo, huh?
Is that weird? I didn't already, but yeah. Yeah, like those two are like as we know, those two get along great. They're just best buddies.
You're really being quite boring right now. I love this guy.
Yeah, we don't have. It's been a while since we got cold. No, I wouldn't know that. I've forgotten already.
Still haven't had stubborn, but I don't think poisoned food is going to lead to like Mr. Punch you in the face.
We've had stubborn.
No, they okay, so he fortifies the meal with poison and they start eating it together and she goes, "No, I don't want to finish." And then he goes, "You're going to finish every last bite. Here, let me eat it with you." And you go, "Ah, no, I'll show you how to properly eat your food." And they say, "No, every bite, every bite." And she goes, "You think I can't finish this? I'll finish it before you."
They both die. Sir Knight, you're so stupid, but I love you.
It's time to strengthen that stomach of ours.
So they never go to chapter 2 because they never die. They're too stubborn.
And the Pale Queen goes, "Okay, this is an entirely different problem."
Sir
Make
Knight
Cold
developing.
deal with Op leans on Cold, and Cold kills Shim badly, and then we only have Cold in the chapter. Oh dear.
Did we have
Voices
Vox
killing
side?
voices?
Yeah, that.
What do you like? That's never happened, has it?
Cold sounds like the voice that would kill another voice.
I would say that Cold would be the honestly, I don't see Cold killing another voice.
In Cold Blood.
I would say see him killing a narrator. If he could.
Narrator mention, we should talk about that guy.
Oh, that guy.
Actually,
We should talk
it's...
about that guy. I miss them. I miss his snarky little sarcastic remarks. I miss him being annoyed all the time, and I just miss him. I just miss him.
Well,
I wish he was here in some way, shape, or form.
We've got narrator at home, Misty.
Who's
We got the narrator is
Queen?
just buried in the Queen's stack of papers.
There are suspicious feathers between the pages.
He's somewhere hiding under the bed, probably in that room.
I don't like that.
You should have listened to me, or something.
If that would open, and then you just hear the narrator being like, "I told you to
Did
slay
you bring
her,
a child into
The
this
narrator was
world?
he was under the bed the whole time.
No, he was not the whole time. Not the whole time.
Time.
Whoa!
I can't believe you guys missed it. Did any of you flip your screens upside down?
You
Yeah.
piece of shit. No.
Wait.
Say
No,
that
don't.
I did. Word gullible written on it.
Okay, now I'm seeking for background images.
Now you just have to
Actually,
move.
guys,
You have
did
to
you
move the
know
truck.
I drew a secret little narrator in one of the drawings that it's hidden. It's like really hard to find, but if you look really hard, like he's there. He's peeking his little beak.
It's
through
actually
one
a
of the
requirement
crevices.
It's actually a requirement I had for every art piece. I told the artist, "Hey, sneak just
Yeah.
a little broken caw in there, just a little narrator or a little shard
Yep,
of
they're all
glass.
there.
Every illustration. If you look real closely and just use a little imagination, you can just see him every time. Even in the one that Deidre just recently made of the Chimera.
Yeah, you gotta zoom
But-
in a little bit. If you can't find it,
but-
probably gotta check out.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep your eyes out. or
He's
something.
there.
But what would be the narrator's agenda then? He made another generation of trauma. Why?
That wasn't his fault, actually. He didn't approve to have a grandchild, okay?
Oh,
He actually
that
voted
meme.
against that.
you forgot to ask somebody. I didn't consent.
Nah.
Yeah,
You
it's
forgot.
it's somewhat challenging, Trombone. You have to get some very specific requirements. But once you fulfill those requirements, you'll just get a cutscene of the narrator in an armchair with his pipe and a stiff drink, and he'll just pontificate upon those halcyon days when it was just you and him, and why can't we go back to those? When did we have to
totally do that? I could totally see him doing that.
narrators under the truck? I mean, it's a little known fact that the Queen has a truck. Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, no, I thought she had a car. So clearly the narrator is just in the trunk of the car. You can sometimes hear his muffled voice yelling out, "I'm still in here."
Technically.
It's okay,
It's like Quiet goes, "Sometimes I can still hear his voice. Quit telling everyone I'm dead."
He doesn't need to be in the trunk. He can fit in the gloves compartment if you think about it.
You know, we're gonna spout so many stupid, ridiculous things that one of these is gonna end up being right without us realizing.
It's just through sheer probability.
Library of Babel.
Yeah.
But-
Keep going, guys. We'll find it eventually. Something will happen. Don will go like, what? And then.
Let's change the topic. So anyway, about that text color, guys. What do you guys think of the text color?
Which one?
There were many.
Oh, the one that isn't narrator colored in that one.
Oh yes, the narrator
Oh
colored
yes,
one.
I did notice some of the text is indeed in black and white.
I mean, we
Or
never
black
said
or white.
who wrote the second bit of handwriting. I mean,
Well,
Only that it was illegible.
exactly.
yeah, that is obvious. The narrator. I mean,
Clearly, the narrator was writing
She's-
that while suffering from oxygen deprivation.
It's like the Pale Queen. She was coming up with her script and she said, "Okay, I need a proofreader. Hey, could you look this over?" And just hands it to a crow that's on her desk, and he just looks at her back with
restrained.
murderous
He
intent.
is, like, he's been getting like tied up against the wall the entire time. Hey, can you read this real quick? Get your hands off me!
You should have been a long time ago.
his duct tape on the wall to watch all the horrors that transpire.
They go into that room at the top of the tower. There's just this crow that's taped on the wall, and it's prominently displayed in the art piece and the illustration, but it's never mentioned by any of the characters or even in an option.
What bird? There's no bird on the
just-
wall.
They
Just-
treat her like the look. It's like, wait, you don't know about that babbling bird that's just up there all the time.
It
But-
plays the same sound.
He's there. That's him.
What bird?
But one of them
it
has to
plays
guess like
the-
this. Just like with a mirror.
The babbling bird.
Yeah, everybody knows about babbling bird.
I thought you were gonna go. Everybody knows about the bird because you're the
God
bird,
damn it.
bird. A bird is the word.
bird.
Hello, tree. Exactly. That's what Quiet should have done when he got into the room. He said it should have treated everything like it has a soul, that it's a living being, and said, "Hello, bed. Hello, desk. Hello, quill. Hello, ink
Oh,
pot.
God, that's
Hello,
actually
book.
Hello, rock. Hello, paper. Hello, scissors.
That
I'm still bummed
didn't
out they
happen
didn't play
though.
rock,
And I
paper, scissors
imagine they
for
could have
real.
done rock,
That would have been really funny.
rock,
Princess,
paper,
like,
and then you just
he
say
just
your thing.
realizes halfway through.
Do it. You can
Only
do
be
it
rock.
without hands
She
now.
can only be rock. That, or you do a cartoony thing where like her wings shape into hands and she just beats one wing against the other and forms either scissors or papers. I guess with the feathers she's got, you could kind of stretch scissors from that, and
you
paper just lay a wing flat.
Yeah, isn't
do
that like
think
the
that
paper
line
move?
on say, well,
Anyways.
like you can do rock. Like, I mean, you can play rock and stuff. Like someone said that, and that killed me. Like that person.
I didn't want to go into the full effort of making a rock paper scissors mini game, but I could see that as being a funny thing. Like if you actually did go through it and you actually lost to it because you picked scissors.
Oh.
She just looks at you incredulously. Really? How? Why did you think that would even work?
This sounds like too
As
good
I
of
said,
an idea to
do it with
pass
your.
up.
But just say it with your voices and stuff. Like rock, paper, scissors, shoot, rock. The idea of like doing that. I don't know why that's.
Maybe.
I see that we are all already baking saves coming
not as
into
funny.
the game.
Where it's like, oh, I totally meant for that to happen. I'd let you win. I'll be so smug.
That sounds like a narrator thing as opposed to Primateria.
Good old buddy
I'm a
narrator
mother.
with us in
I'm a
every
mama.
adventure. What do you... Well, so I've got this weird Pale Queen voice in my head. What do you think I should do, narrator? Killer!
What was that like? Was it Smitten in that the Among Us
Oh,
thing
yes.
that does the backwards voice? It's just that with narrator. Whenever he's like, "Oh, narrator, what should I do?" Demonic
Yes,
voice.
that was giant yandere shadow bird demon.
Oh yeah, I think we've actually had a reference to that here. Essentially the same words were used.
Yes. Shadow bird knight thingy.
Yes, yes, I appreciated that reference. Beautiful.
But how else did you describe him? Shadow... Wait, it would be this shadowy, looming night bird thingy.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a very particular
He's a little
choice of
quirky
words.
like
He's just a quirky little guy.
that. Yeah, we all have our little quirks. He's a terrifying eldritch void god being, and
We've
I don't know. She's just a girl. or something.
And
okay.
she's just,
So we
just
went from being surgically precise to just saying he's quirky to going back to his avoid thing. I'm glad we covered all bases.
he's just, he's just a kind of a dad.
Oh yes, that one where he's the grill dad.
Now I'm just imagining
Nice.
quiet in a tuxedo. She was a girl, he was a shadow bird demon. Can I make it any
Can't
more
be
obvious?
any more obvious. Nice. Nice.
You're probably wondering how I got in this situation.
Every movie where the character looks at a camera. They don't necessarily. Sometimes.
Right. Well, I unfortunately am going to have to get going, but this was a lot of fun, in spite of
Yeah.
the pain. Or
No.
maybe more because of it. Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I enjoy making you suffer, and you all enjoy suffering inordinately. Which is why I promise to bring you more suffering. More than you could possibly take, because that's what you all want. You guys are clamoring for it. You're saying, yeah, more suffering, pain, love it,
Yeah.
Oh yes! Vessel aside. More of it. Yes!
They're my favorite characters again. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm off to back to the Nightmare Factory, and I will see you all later. Bye bye.
Beautiful.
See ya.